cleaned all the debris out of the wheel stud. Not only the stud itself, but down in the grooves, because it doesn't go around the corners there. Brake grease and the dust and everything's right in it. You can see in just a few seconds, and the way the oil is captured onto the block there, you can see how you got a nice little area right here in the middle. Nice and clean and dry. Okay, you're able to see the lobes to determine whether we have any cam lobe wear, or whether the push rods themselves or the lifters are wearing on with end play.
Something like that. That's fine. Go right ahead.
Give that just a couple of minutes. You can see because we're using a steam, the moisture itself is just literally evaporating off of that engine, inside and out. We cleaned all the exhaust, dust, and buildup that was in there. You can see I'm now able to inspect that cylinder wall for cracks. I can see the valve itself, the stem, the valve head, checking for seating, checking the stem to see if there's any cracks or if it's bent.
Jeff, am I right that the
See how it melts that grease down? Just literally, I can write my name right across there and no wife will take it. You can see literally how we were able to worry about that water ruining my nice finish. Okay, I took the time to clean this all up. Any chemicals, if I were to use like a brake cleaner or a carburetor spray or a cleaner like that, it would ruin the finish itself. It would cause it to dull. But as you can see, you hit that with the light properly, still nice and shiny. You got a nice feel to that. We're able to literally see it comes clean. Okay? And you give that a quick swipe off. You'll see the difference between before and after.
Beautiful.
And what we're going to be doing also is the inside. Being how it is a steam unit, we will be able to use it to clean the jets and the ports inside this carburetor. Clean, very clean. Down inside my ports here, all the units down inside there, not a speck of dirt, no rust, no oil, no grease. Very easy to inspect. You can see my linkage, springs, all the springs and everything are clean. They're dry. Unlike your safety clean machine that's just going to put a little fluid in there, let it soak around a little bit. What I'm going to do is actually blow some steam right through it, which is going to clean everything that's in there out. Okay? Carburetor. I'll do the other side. Any buildup and debris that's going to be in those holes now has been flushed out with steam, coming through at roughly 100 pounds of pressure. As you can see down, I don't know if you can catch inside those holes, they're nice and clean. What I'm also going to do is clean up that area a little bit. One more time. To hurt the environment. If you look down inside here now, you'll see that all the dirt and debris is gone from the venturi area. All the ports are nice and clean. Your butterfly valves, if you can get a picture way down in there, nice and clean, both sides. Okay. We were even able to clean all of the smaller holes down in here. The little tip on the nozzle here is small enough that I can get down underneath. Okay, and as you can, looking down in there, everything's nice and clean. Okay, we're going to clean our fuel bowl out now. What I'm going to do is just kind of hold that upside down there and spray that down and just let everything fall out of it. Because
bike of yours, how long ago has it been since you got the dirt on there, and when was the last time you cleaned it?
We bought it in '93, I think, and it's never been cleaned since then. Probably about 6 months ago is when I last rode it, so this dirt's been sitting on there for about 6 months.
You're getting rid of the excess, right?
Right.
No point fighting with that. That's a lot easier coming back. Let's get the outside area with a nutter so people can see immediately what you're doing. Is the dirt coming off?
Yeah.
Just like that, right?
Yeah, looks good.
How about the threads? You see the threads up there?
Yeah.
Hit that whole area. All right, now, and what that spot looks like. And Rusty, if you put your finger on it, you tell me if that part that you worked on is now clean and dry. Just with your finger.
Yeah, before
Is it dry?
there's a bunch of mud inside the spring for the brake and everything. All the mud's gone now.
All of it is gone. No solvents. Would you say that that area is clean already, Rusty?
Yep, it is.
Okay. That takes care of the brake, am I right?
Right.
And we're using what? Just Fabulous? Whatever it is. In just a few moments, we're able to get all it. Rusty, why don't we put a little soap on there? Put the handle where it belongs. That's it. Roll it away. Roll it away. I'm going to close in on what you just did, Rusty. That front face of it. Now, just for the heck of it, would you touch it with your fingers? Is that clean and dry?
It is.
Huh?
It is.
Surprised you, huh?
It is. I thought it'd be wet.
Clean and dry. And all of the dirt right now is right there on the floor in a towel down below.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So tell me, would you point your finger to it, please?
Yes, this is the carburetor on it.
Get in close and clean it off.
It's all up in here. Got all the dirt off.
All right.
This little screw.
Did it take you a minute?
Not even that.
Okay. Does it help you any?
It does.
Clean and dry, just like that. Between where we have cleaned, all right?
All right.
It's around your engine parts, right?
Right.
And down below, where we haven't even touched it yet. Look at the dirt on the wheels, and look at how clean. Into where the heck it was dirty before. And take a look at what. Okay, go right ahead. I want you to put some soap on there. Let it soak in on it. Any difference? Just like that in a matter of seconds, Jed.
All right.
Huh?
That's a brand new part there.
That's right.
Take off, I think. Especially now we got it hot.
That's it, slowly go right down the line and wipe it all away. Huh?
Clean, dry, ready to go.
That's it. Take the brass brush if you would. I think it's a little easier for you, yeah. Right between the links, am I right?
That is, yeah.
Which you really clean versus the brass up above, which you didn't clean. Now let's clean the brass up above while I'm closing in. Okay. Right up on top. Give me a look. Thank you, George.
Oh, yeah. Engine product, you know, canned steamer, I think Castrol makes one, all of them make it. You soak all the surfaces down in this chemical, and then with a lot of wasted water and a lot of high water pressure, go in and knock all this loose dirt off and stuff. We don't have any mud, there's no water flowing down the driveway. Everything here can virtually be swept up into a dustpan and put in a dumpster, and we're done.
Thank you, George. That's exactly what we're selling. An aqueous, waterless cleaning system. And the only thing you got left is your residue.
That's it. Just the dirt, bag it up, you're done.
That's right.
It's actually an O-ring seal. It's got a rubber, or excuse me, a spring inside the rubber seal that keeps dirt and grunge from going down in here. But you can see there's still a lot of dirt in there.
Let's blow it out.
Other than a little bit of steam that's the other. We'll just give this a little whoosh or two. You can see the dirt I'm pulling up now. That's just with a little bit of heat. We can finish the shocking. See, now we got it hot, got our dirt excited. Rain, that kind of thing.
There's your money now. No more.
Terry's Auto Care. I'm here for the cleaner machine here, is what I call it. We use it basically for any kind of parts we need to clean. We just started doing starters, alternators here recently with it, and when I'm done, there's no water residue like corrosion. I can take this machine and do anything that the solvent can do with just about as much as kind of prepare it for rebuild. So I sprayed on a little bit. What I'll do first is, even a lot of heavier deposits, even in a solvent tank, you guys know that you have to still take and scrub this in a solvent tank. Well, it's still basically the same thing here. I still got to scrub it a little bit. And that's what I'll do. I'll take it, I'll brush it up a little bit. Well, just real quick, you can see just that little area I cleaned compared to the rest of the alternator. Now I'm going to set it down a little bit here.
Terry, have you injured any parts whatsoever since you started using them in your
Oh, no. In fact, I got to tell you, for alternators and starters, once we clean them, we reassemble them, there is no residue from like a solvent or, I don't know, some of the other cleaners, you know, let's say any kind of solvent leaves a residue. When we're done assembling, once we use it, you know, the machine here, the steam machine, once we use it, we can assemble it, we can spray them, paint them, whatever we want to do, and they're ready to go. The paint goes on real smooth with them. Set it down, it's dry. It's completely dry. There's no water, there's no cleaner. All I got's an old dirty towel in here.
Let me see if I can close up on what you got down below there. And there's all the residue that's coming off the units. Right there. You particularly like this for all your electrical units, am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Now I have used it, I've used it once, maybe twice on brakes, and it'll clean all that brake dust and stuff that you normally breathe that you should get out of there anyway. It'll clean it like right up. Just put your trash can underneath your wheel assembly, spray it down real quick. It puts enough moisture there that it doesn't make a big cloud of dust, so you're not breathing all that bad stuff, and it goes right in the trash can. Trash day, throw it away.
Beautiful.
Virtually nothing there.
Beautiful.
And it cleans it up real good so you can get a nice coat of grease when you're putting, like, say, shoes back on. And this one you don't have to let sit.
Once again, there's no water waste stream, and most of your residue, almost all of it, is right there in the towel down below.
Carry cleanups, take this towel, take it over my rag gun, throw it there for the rag guys. That's my cleanup.
Pretty quick. No solvents here at all.
No, that's solvent. Here all I gotta do is take my water bottle when it's a little bit low on water, fill it back up with water, put it back under there, and that's all. I mean, water's cheap. I didn't spend 2 cents on the water.
Like the Minimax, am I right?
I like it a lot, a whole lot.
Thank you so much, eh?
All right.
Approximately how much water are you consuming on an average day in your cleaning?
Not even a half a gallon.
Well, that's what I had to find out, because that's an important issue today.
And a half a gallon would be, a half a gallon to use for this, I'd have to be here at least 4 hours for a half a
You
gallon.
were cleaning on an average 8-hour day, and what you're telling me is you'd probably go through about a gallon a day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just what about everybody else is running into, and I wanted to get it on film. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Commission, the Simi Valley.
Alrighty, and how are you using the Minimax? You got yours about how long now?
About 7, 8 years ago.
That's one of the older models. Alright, and Bob, how are you using it, and what particular areas primarily?
Mainly just do touch-up and on parts that don't come out of the cleaning machine completely clean.
And the part you're talking about are transmission parts, right?
Transmission parts, right?
Okay, can you give us a little demo? Just a little bit more. That's it. That's the basic area that you just cleaned, am I right? In those little nooks?
Yeah.
Great. Did you say we kicked it out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you on that. How's it going, Mike?
Well, like I said, clean off brake dust and grime.
Got most of it, am I right? Yep, I think so. Let me just close in on it. Take a close-up view of it. Thank you very, very much, Mike. Appreciate your help.
That's good.